Do you recommend people to stop consuming milk and eggs along with other non-vegetarian food? The aim is peace. The fundamentals first, right? The aim is peace. And your hope is a deepening of consciousness. That's what will bring peace to you. Consciousness is your liberator. Deep, deep consciousness, not shallow consciousness of the kind you witness everywhere. Deep, deep consciousness. Which then means that the only thing worth respecting is depth of consciousness. That's what you worship, right? Consciousness realization, consciousness realization. That's your only hope. And if that hope doesn't materialize, then you remain in bondage. And then life is wasted. If consciousness is your hope, then you won't kill a Buddha, would you? Why wouldn't you kill a Buddha? Why wouldn't you kill a Buddha? Because he is the epitome of consciousness. Right? And he is your hope. You don't kill your liberator, do you? If you kill your liberator, who suffers? You suffer, right? For your own liberation, you won't kill consciousness. You won't kill the one at the vanguard of consciousness. You won't kill a Buddha, right? And that is why the scriptures in India are so very particular about Brahma Hatya. They say that all crimes can be forgiven, but Brahma Hatya cannot be. What is Brahma Hatya? Killing a Brahmin.
Keeper of the knowledge.
Who is the keeper of the knowledge. Now there is nothing special about a Brahmin, except that
he has memorized the scriptures.
His presence, his memory, his help, if he's really a Brahmin, not one of the thugs. If he's really a Brahmin, then his presence and his help can liberate many others as well. So when you kill a Brahmin, it is considered unpardonable, obnoxious, right? You don't kill a Buddha, you don't kill a Brahmin, because they have high and deep consciousness. Now why don't you kill a human being? So I said a Buddha, then I said a Brahmin, now I'm saying a human being. Why don't you kill a human being? You would have guessed by now. Because the level of consciousness in a human being is high, at least similar to your levels. And if there is one thing worth respecting, it is consciousness. And that is why, for your own sake, it is important that you do not kill conscious beings. Because if you can kill one conscious being, then you can kill other conscious beings as well. Even if you don't materially kill them, you will start lacking in respect for them. Are you getting it? When consciousness is your only hope, your only liberator, how can you kill consciousness wherever it is? How can you kill an animal? How can you even kill a plant? But if it comes to choosing between an animal and a plant, and if it's about essential biological survival, then which one do you choose? A plant. Why?
Lower level of consciousness. But given the techniques of modern agriculture, there's just too many connected threads. If you want to irrigate the field, you set up a dam which does so much damage to the biodiversity.
Of course.
So all our hands are tainted in that way.
True. But then, is it the same level of crime to steal 100 rupees and to kill someone? All hands are tainted. All are guilty. But then crimes have their various levels. It's a relative thing. You see, in the sense of the absolute, it does not really matter who gets killed and who survives. It's all a game. In the great infinite canvas of the absolute, nothing is a crime and nothing is a virtue. Things are good or bad relative to you, and you must figure out what is right and wrong for you. If you are not full of great respect towards conscious beings, then you won't be able to respect even the Prophet or the Buddha. Because it's not their flesh that is respectable. It is their consciousness. And if their consciousness is respectable, the same consciousness is present in a rabbit as well. Obviously, it is present in a tree as well. But it is expressed to a lesser extent. To the extent it is possible, don't kill even trees. To the extent it is possible, you don't even need agriculture for survival. Live on fruits. There is no violence in living on fruits and leaves. It's not a matter of ethics or morality. Your nature, your heart,
Needs that
craves for peace. You are essentially non-violent. You are essentially someone who cannot tolerate bondages. And it's not a matter of having pity on the animal. In your own self-interest, don't kill. And if you want to kill, then tell me, why shouldn't you eat human flesh? Why do you draw the line there? If you can have animal meat, tell me, why can't you have human meat? Why do you draw the line there? Go into the logic. Why do you draw the line there?
culturally grows down.
Because the human being is conscious. So the line is anyway being drawn. Draw the line at a more appropriate place. It's a relative thing. You're drawing the line somewhere, right? Even meat eaters are not cannibals. They draw the line somewhere, don't they? They do keep something out of their zone of consumption. A few things remain out of bounds and a few things don't. If you can draw the line here, you can also draw the line here. Obviously, you'll have to eat something, which means a line will have to be drawn. Better draw the line at a place that is more beneficial to you. For that, you must figure out what your real benefits are. If you are the body, then your real benefit lies in appeasing the body. Then you may as well say that I'll have a lot of meat because I am the body and the body loves meat. But if you are a mind that is crying out for liberation, then you must be very clear on where your real benefits lie. Your real benefits then lie in drawing the line as compassionately as possible. Compassion for your own sake. You may even call it selfish compassion. Enlightened selfishness. Meat eaters must answer this one question. If meat is good, why not human meat as well? And then they will realize that they don't eat human meat because human beings have a certain level of consciousness. Then respect the consciousness of the animal as well. And the plant as well. To the greatest extent possible, don't hack down trees. If you are cultivating a rice plant just so that one day you may kill it, then that too is violence. But that is a lower degree of violence compared to the violence involved in killing an animal. Respect consciousness because that is your only hope. Be full of gratitude towards all forms of consciousness. If you cannot be full of gratitude towards a rabbit, you will also not be full of gratitude towards a Buddha. Because flesh-wise they are the same. Look at the flesh of a rabbit and look at the flesh of a saint. Flesh-wise they are the same. What separates them? Level of consciousness. So it's not the flesh that you respect. When you say that here comes a saint and we respect him, what is it that you are respecting? The flesh? The consciousness. Yes. And the consciousness of the saint is your only hope. If you can respect consciousness wherever it shines, then you will also respect your own consciousness. And if you respect your own consciousness, then you will live life in a way that is consciousness-centric. Then your central driver and your central aim both will be consciousness. Whereas if you live for the sake of meat, then your life will be body-centric. That will also tell you about my position on milk and eggs. If I respect the Buddha, then will I exploit him? I will refuse to exploit any conscious being. When you are drawing milk from a mammal, don't you know it is sheer exploitation? When you are using a hen just to have eggs, you know what it is, right? If you can exploit others, you will end up exploiting yourself as well. It's not a matter of just being good to others. I'm repeating this. It's a matter of being good to yourself. Besides, the milk of the buffalo is suitable only for the kid of the buffalo. The kid drinks the buffalo milk and becomes a big buffalo. If you drink the buffalo milk, what will you become? Don't you see that the milk of the buffalo is different from the milk of the rabbit, different from the milk of a camel, different from the milk of a lion? All these milks are different. Have you never wondered why different species have different constitutions of their milk
Meet the needs of their cubs.
to meet the need of their species, and each species has its precise needs. The needs of a human infant can be met only by the milk of the human mother, not by drinking buffalo milk. That's why we have so many buffaloes walking around as humans. See? A lot of milk they have consumed and are still consuming. And milk and butter and ghee and paneer and cheese. All the time only buffalo stuff.
पनीर तो हमने कल खाया था यहाँ पे।
What?
टोफू। I didn't do it.
Besides, for how long does the kid of any species need milk?
1 year. 1 year.
Not even 1 year. These terrible ones, by the time they are 1 year old, they are grandparents. Do you think they are consuming milk? Even till the age of 1. Only humans keep on drinking milk even when they are 70-year-old.
Why does the medical science say that you have to keep the...
It is not medical science, it is the food industry. Don't you have any common sense? Do you really need milk at the age of 50? What kind of needs do you have? And had you really needed milk till the age of 50, then mothers would have produced milk all their life so that the kids can be breastfed. And 60 years old would have been breastfed. Prakriti knows very well that only for 6 months or so does the kid need the mother's milk. So for that duration, the mother does lactate. But then the food industry, it says you keep on having milk. Now why? And it's not human milk that you are having. If humans must have milk, then let them have human milk. Have you ever looked at a sand? You know what I mean. A bull. For how long has it had milk? For how many months has a bull had a cow's milk?
6 months.
6 months. And see what kind of burly bull it is. Is it still drinking milk? But look at its shape, size and vigor. Or look at an elephant. Elephants too are mammals. An elephant kid too must have had milk. For how many months? For how many months? I don't know, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. And look at the shape of an elephant. Has the shape been gained because of milk consumption? No, milk was needed only for the first few months. And thereafter you don't need milk. And you're still a big elephant. But human beings have bought into the idea that unless they drink milk, they will remain dwarfs. They don't even look at the elephant and ask, but this one has never been drinking milk. How has it grown so big? Even whales are mammals, you know. How does a whale grow so big? By drinking milk. Whale too must have had milk, I suppose. But for how long? Humans, if at all. And here all kinds of old ones, young ones, sick ones, big
How was
ones,
the wrestling one?
small ones, wrestling ones.
How wrestling as a wedding unless you have milk?
Huh?
How will you be a wrestler unless you have milk? How will it be?
Will you go and search for the list of vegan athletes around the world? Do that right now. Vegan athletes. And you will find some big names there. How are they competing? No milk products at all. And they are competing big time.
It is same with
A wrestler might be a drunkard as well. Does it mean that he is succeeding because of the liquor? Yes. How do you know that a wrestler is succeeding because of the milk? How do you know that?
Well, I believe the thing is that scientific evidences are there. It just can be substituted to different things. It has things in condensed form like meat has more protein, but yes, it can be substituted to different alternatives.
It has more protein. Do you need that protein?
That's what I'm saying. That
It may have this or that. But do you need that? The question is this. And when you say, I need that, who is this I that is talking?
Ego.
The body
Body.
or the consciousness? Your body might need 20 things. But if they are detrimental to the growth of your consciousness, would you have them? In fact, if you have my meat in dinner today, it would be a very sumptuous dinner. Won't it be? The body will love it. Kill me and have my meat as dinner tonight. And the body will say, yep, finger-licking dinner this is. Do that. You have to decide. Who are you? If you are the body, then kill me and eat my meat. I tell you, it's delicious. But if you define yourself as a mind craving for freedom, then save me. Because I am your hope.
Acharya, it is same with the cow's milk. So why Lord Krishna used to take cow milk?
He had 16,000 wives. He could do anything. Why are you talking of that? How many wives can you have and satisfy? About that he will not talk. He also went into the Yamuna and danced on the head of the great snake demon. You remember Kaliya sir? Go ahead and do that first. And then talk of Krishna. You want to emulate Krishna only in one sense. He used to drink milk, I too will drink milk. All the other things you will not do. He authored the Gita, you can't even understand the Gita. But you want to copy him in other respects. If you can manage 2 wives, then talk to me. He could manage 16,000. You understand that? 16,000?
I surrender.
There are actually stupid news channels where they bring all these Babajis for weekly talks, and they actually said that matha kupiyo, matha to Krishna Bhagwan ka khana hai.
These Babas, are they wearing mukuts and morpunks? Why not?
They would take people out.
Ask them. That why don't you emulate Krishna in this respect? Why don't you wear a mukut and a morpunk? And ask Babaji to go and steal clothes of bathing women. And then let's see what happens to them. Krishna was an expert at doing that. You know that, right? The gopis would be taking bath and he would go and then run away with their clothes and sit atop a tree, and from there he would tease them. He would say, oh, here is the bra. Now let Babaji try that.
will be the lover of Ram.
The essence of Krishna is the Bhagavad Gita. Why don't you first go to the Gita? Why don't you respect the Gita? Why don't you devote yourself to the Gita? Why talk of all the peripheral things? Krishna could lift an entire mountain. Do that first.
Practically with veganism, what I've seen is you can't eat out. You have to prepare your own food.
You can eat out, but you will have to be very particular with your orders. But the thing is changing. There are many eateries now that serve tofu dishes. Ghee is the problem. If you ask them for a preparation that does not have ghee, then there is a cheese, paneer are easily avoidable, shakes are avoidable, ice cream is avoidable, milk is avoidable, ghee. That's what I have encountered. Because ghee is not detectable. Once the dish comes to you, then only you realize ghee is there, and then you are helpless. What do?
Chocolate will have to be avoided.
No, chocolates are there. Milk-free chocolates are there. Black chocolates are there. They are there. Ask me, I'll tell you everything. I'll also tell you where to get them from. All is possible. The problem is ghee. If you ask the fellow, ghee hai isme? He says, no, desi ghee hai. He takes it as something to be burnished. No, desi ghee hai bhai. And then you stare at him and say, ghee nahi. What kind of delinquent are you? You don't want ghee.
What is halal then?
Halal is a way of killing, slaughtering.
So, as long as वो halal है या नहीं, it's fine to consume.
Will you be happier if I kill you in one go compared to if I kill you slowly? Huh? How does it matter? Hindus and Sikhs say jhatka. Muslims say halal. The animal says, I am gone. Jews, they say kosher. You know? That's their way of slaughtering.
These mithais are gone.
No, you still can have suji ka halwa, son papdi. Ask me, I'll tell you. Laddus. उसमें घी नहीं होना चाहिए. Laddu, you have to be cautious. But then, that opens the possibilities of many kinds of oils. Once you turn vegan, you then discover what great diversity of oils is available. And most of them are very healthy. But you have to hunt for them. They are not very easily available. Online is a great solution. Order stuff online.
तेल का तेल is supposed to be
बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत बढ़िया. तिल का तेल, अलसी का तेल, हर चीज का तेल होता है. सारे जितने दाने सबका तेल होता है. हाँ, राइस ब्रांड लो.
ये आयुर्वेद वाले तो घी की तो तारीफ करते नहीं रुकते.
वो करते हैं.
The one thing that even fat conscious people can have in this
सार सार को गही रहे तो थदे उड़ाए. What I can say is my health has improved after quitting milk. I'm quite sure there is a lot of diseases that are due to milk.
Yes, especially mother dairy so many types of
It doesn't matter what is mixed in the milk. Milk itself is not good for your body.
yeah.
I'm not talking of the chemicals mixed there.